welcome back to the Wilderness Podcast. How you guys doing this evening? Yeah, I'm having a pretty peculiar day. Yeah, I'm starting to see and learn that, some people have no shame. That's the name of the show tonight. Some people have no shame show. I like to say it's the degradation of, first of all, parenting. I'm going to blame it on these damn parents. There's so many parents that don't want to be parents, act like they didn't sign up for the shit. You heard what Steph Curry wife said. That's just wild and crazy to me because I'm like, damn, man, some people just ain't got no damn shame. Do you understand your kids gonna hear that shit one day? When they find out I ain't had no intention to have you little motherfuckers. No, I didn't. But it's like, yeah, that's a show I did a little while ago. Some kids are collateral damage. You understand what I'm saying? But we ain't shit, right? We talking about people with no shame. See, I look at it like they ain't really got no damn dignity. And the dignity that they think they do have is it's a facade. It's just a facade because you hiding behind something, covering something up. Something's not quite right when you have no shame whatsoever. I think that's quite, man, it's a thought, right? When you think about a person that you respect, but you understand they have no shame. That shit can go both ways too. Like some people are just shameless. Remember that TV show? I think it came out in like 2010, 2011 time frame. The shit was called Shameless. This was the realest white people show I've ever seen in my life. Very, very entertaining. I think I watched probably like 8 seasons until Fiona went off. Cause she was, she was like the glue. And then you had wild ass Carl. Then you had Lip. And you had all these wild, and then you had the crazy couple, Kev and what was her name? It was Kev and I think Shalonda is her real name. Pretty little black chick. Uh, Real popular actress. I forgot her name because she got a lot of she's in a lot of shows. But yeah, that's why I can't remember her name because she has a lot of she got a lot of hold on, this my brother. Let me get him back. So I'm trying to get this show done before I gotta do some other things tonight, like work. But anyway, let me get back to the what I was talking about. Like that show, Shameless, was that shit was wild, man. You had like the gay brother that was that had a gay masculine boyfriend, and he was the I guess the girl in the relate. I don't know how to really describe this stuff, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. But then when you had Fiona, she had like these and you had well, Carl was a little pimp, and then you had the little brother. Liam. Liam was his name, the little black brother. And then you had the most shameless bastard in the world, Hank, the daddy. This motherfucker used to sleep in streets, on the side of the road. Uh, then he'll run for Congress all of a sudden. And maybe he'll just start a drug business or some shit. I mean, this dude is wild. And maybe he'll just rob his neighbor. Like this show was really kind of setting a tone if you look at how America is now. You got to study society and how now shameless behavior is okay like every fucking thing else, I guess. I mean, let me tell you some other shameless shit I seen on YouTube today. I seen some studs complaining about their relationships with women, and they're seriously considering going back to dating men. I said, "Wow, this is crazy." So they're telling their deepest relationship complaints, and I'm like, this is just fucking this. My mind, I had to turn everything off. It was too much for my brain to take, so that's why I had to share with y'all. I was like, wow, that's that's this is on my lunch break. I said, let me click on this shit. What the hell are they talking about? And I'm like, whoa, 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 that's crazy. I'm like the all right. Let me tell you another some more shameless shit. The whole Republican Party. It's purely fucking shameless. The whole Republican Party, MAGA's fighting. I mean, everybody that's capitulating that whole charade is shameless. Fucking shameless. Our president is extremely shameless. He went to the UN and completely started insulting people, insulting leaders of other nations as well. This is just wow. Damn, America. I mean, this shit is just wide open. Everybody thinks it's okay to be just raggedy, terrible liars, and shameless people. This is the degradation of society, civilization, and humanity as a whole. Can we find some that's why, I tried to my best to never be or distribute any shameless behavior on this show. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, the no dignity shit is just that's another problem. So the lying this is all the result of lying and the fabrications of the life that you want to live, the person that you don't measure up to be. Everybody won't be. Are you money? See, when you're disenfranchised or when you have not or I grew up as a have not, not completely. I know what it is to not have. I know what it is. And also when being in the military, I know what it is to want and not have as well. But say you got these kids that grew up in sports and they got this shameless fucking behavior. Like they're not shame about nothing that they do. And that's all well and good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling no one they should be ashamed of anything unless you're a liar, a cheater, a thief, and you distribute horrible morals and character. Like that's all. That also is pretty it's pretty fucked up. You don't think about your legacy until you get older. So when you're younger, you do a lot of crazy shit. I did, but understand that shit can come back on you when you get older, and you don't. I didn't want to do that. I shouldn't have did this. I don't have regrets. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't that wild. No, sir. No, ma'am. Was not that wild, but I was very. I like to explore adventure. I like to travel. I loved every bit of learning new countries, new people. You know, that was the fun in traveling and being all over the world. You got to really see for yourself. Just like you can stereotype people like back in the 80s and 90s, black people stereotype Asians too. We was guilty of stereotyping Asians. But actually going to Asia, going to Japan specifically, I found out how peaceful the country was and how I was not I wasn't treated less than I was actually treated very well. Uh, due to status purposes and all of those things. Yeah, all of that comes into play, when you're good looking and when all of these things come into play. It just adds to your experience. So, and then when you also distribute good behavior as well, when you actually, you treat people good in their country, and you have respect for them, and uh, uh, you're not wilding out, or acting as if like your mama tell you, you ain't got no home training. You know what I'm saying? So, and when you're an ambassador for the United States, you don't behave like Trump did today. Eek, goddamn, you don't do that shit. Mm-mm. That's bad news. It's bad. It makes all of us look like shit. Like we have no home training, no manners. And I think it's time to kind of get back to a place to where I'm not trying to say be ashamed of yourself, but you should be ashamed of some of the shit you do. And think about that. Like, what's wrong with having upstanding? What's wrong with having upstanding behavior? What's wrong with treating people with respect? I don't see the problem in it. I don't understand the need to degrade anyone. I don't understand the need because I guess I'm not an insecure person that thrives on punching down on people. I don't thrive on I like to tell the truth the way it is without being despicable about it. I like giving people a chance to recognize their behaviors and how they treat others. And what if that happened to you? So it's wanting to show you that you can put yourself in someone else's shoes, or you can read about it, or you can educate yourself about it. You can educate yourself about yourself as well, but it's also important to educate yourself about other people's cultures, nationalities, nations, creeds. I do. So the amount of respect I think I have for humanity may be more than what is even worth than what you see of it. But when you're an ideological person like myself that's optimistic, you kind of you kind of value yourself and you would wish people value themselves the same way, and that dictates the company you keep. So I don't hang around people that I don't like. I just don't. I don't communicate with people that I don't like. I don't communicate or deal with people that undervalue me. Unless I work with you, I have no choice. And you couldn't tell anyway. So, and that's not to say that I'm a phony person. I just don't see the value in devaluing others. I see the value in showing you who I am, vice pointing out your flaws. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my response to being responsible to humanity. A lot of the times I share my personal experiences. I don't try to punch down and degrade others. See, when you're a competent person, you don't have to rely on punching down. You understand? What you do is you uplift people so that when you have an experience with them, it's a good experience, a good exchange. And in some instances, you have to punch down because you was punched at in the first place. So in instances, I didn't say I was above it. I will do it. I just don't see the need in it because I don't. It's not a necessity. So, but when you're a nice guy like myself, you can easily be read wrong. People can easily say, "Oh, he's a nice guy. I could take advantage of him." Uh, I wouldn't advise you to try, but to each his own. Most people that do those type of things, they always think they're smarter than somebody. They always think they know a little bit more, or Their manipulating tactics are worth a damn. They're not, because most of the time you're a damn liar in the first place, and you've pretty much been figured out. So when you're figured out, you just you basically I'll just disassociate myself with you because I'll play with you like a child. I'll let you think a lot of things until you play yourself completely the fuck out. Sorry. I don't have to feel bad. I don't have to call you. I don't have to deal with your ass anymore. It's good to get rid of you. I don't think about you. I can live in your head rent fucking free and I wouldn't give a shit. I have other things to do. And when people defile you and when they do things, when they don't seriously, it's not about how serious you take yourself. It's about how serious people don't take you. But to each his own. That's why you don't have to threaten, walk around like you Billy Badass, or acting like you're somebody that you're just not. Just be yourself. You'll get a little further. Most of the time, people won't deal with you because you're focused on your goal, or you're focused on what you have to, do, because you're not a shameless bastard. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to be real, but that's how you know when you're keeping it too damn real, because when you're shameless shit that you do, uh, you haven't learned from it, or you think it's cute, you think it's funny. No, it's an imbalance. It's an opportunity to understand how to balance yourself out. Like Hank on Shameless sleeping in the street, then he has a house, a filthy one, and then probably some park benches was cleaner than they fucking house. But seriously, it's just it's the principle of the equation. You have some people that are homeless, and then some people that are homeless, they probably can't help it, and some they prefer it. Some people see being homeless as the most freest shit they have ever done in their life. That's why you can't judge a person from their situations. Some people are eating out the trash can and let you trash away. I want it too. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Hey, man, you find some good shit in people trash. One man trash is another man's treasure. That shit's literally true. For real. So I don't it's kind of hard to punch down on people that they don't even give a shit. Like, okay, take the line as MAGA party, right? They're never happy about anything. They can't be appeased. You run the whole government and you're the most angriest motherfuckers on the planet. That's crazy to me. That's why I have nothing really to say about anything. It's wild. It's kind of even hard to comment on anything political these days, because they're all a bunch of hypocrites and criminals for the most part. When you get to see people lie repetitively and they say, don't say nothing about it. Huh? Are you serious? You guys are really challenging free speech. I guess it ain't free no more. This is wild. But let's just let's keep it top tier. Let's keep it educated. Let's keep it fundamental. Because who knows what kind of times are coming? Think about it. Things change every day. The world is continuing to spin. So I would advise everyone to figure out how to keep your head up, stay educated, edutain yourselves. Tune into the Wheelers Podcast. Oh man, you gotta have fun. You gotta laugh, man. You can't take everything so seriously these days. It's grim enough, and it's okay to add a little light to a day. So I stay smiling, stay laughing, stay joking with you, keep you upbeat. Everything shouldn't be, oh my God. Oh, we get a lot of that shit. Hell, I had a little moment myself today, like, what the fuck is really going on, man? The world is just changing, and it's going through a trimester. So when the world is changing and going through trimesters, you can expect to see a lot of shit if you're lucky. So keep your head on the swivel. Stay in tune too. Stay in tune what's going on in the planet. Stay in tune what's going on in science and in nature. Stomach politics if you can. I'm just saying, as much as you can entertain and edutain yourself, do it with the right stuff. I didn't tell you what to do. I didn't say look at the news cycle full of shit and lies. I mean, they just regurgitate and repudiate lies on a continuum. That's all the fuck they do. It's crazy. So YouTube is a great source, regardless of what anybody says. Just keep your logic, keep your mental focus. Let your internal energies guide you where you're supposed to go. I'm not gonna keep you long tonight, simply because I got work to do. So, man, y'all take care of yourself, man. We love you. We appreciate you. Make sure you share, subscribe, and let everybody they can turn to the wheel of this podcast and check it out over here. All right, yeah, for sure. But you know, that's it. That's the show tonight. We love you guys. I might come back on. Depends on how this go. Whoa, shit, yeah, man. So, that's the show. Check it out. It's the favorite part. You know, say it with me. Come on. The wheel is yours. Right back at your ass. Peace.